Hi, everyone. Sorry for the tardiness. I sent them the wrong link, so they were waiting for me in a whole nother spot.
Okay.
Welcome to my life.
It happens.
Happy Friday, and we can actually say, you guys, this is a happy Friday.
Back to the
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
And I'm and I also have to giggle because look, we're with Linda in her bedroom.
Yeah, my son's girlfriend's here, and she does the animal videos.
And which
and
we
there's
all
no
love.
way I could be taping out there with them in the background and the dogs running. So I grabbed a tripod and I came in my room. So yeah, welcome to my room. Hold on, I'll tell Jerry to calm down.
Calm down, Jerry.
Come on, Jerry. It's okay. He wants to put his face on camera. It's not your turn, Jerry.
Not your turn, Jerry.
So it came through. The indictment came through yesterday, and we can all remember where we were when we found out. And I actually found out because of your text, Linda. I was focused on a bunch of things, and I looked down. I'm like, oh, clicked on you. I'm like, and there you have it.
He's indicted. Yeah.
He's indicted. Yeah.
What were you doing, Kim?
I was what was I doing? Oh, I was reading. And Adam came, he poked his head in and said, Trump just got indicted. I was like, oh, what? So
I was actually talking to my tax man who doesn't have a good sense of humor. And as he's talking to me, I said, oh my God. He said, what? I said, I had my phone. I said, they just announced that Trump has been indicted. He says, okay, well, I guess you're going to go do your thing.
I guess so.
This is what we've been waiting for.
But don't you find it interesting? Excuse me. Don't you find it interesting how Bragg, first Trump announced Tuesday they're going to arrest me, and then he even had them so calm. They say Trump was talking to everybody. They felt pretty sure there would be no charges. He talked about the grand jury being good people. And then they were going to be off until after the holidays. Because I had a show like the week before, and I said, I got to tell you something, you guys. I keep hearing Trump will be indicted next week. And I normally don't get that strong of a hit. And then when they said they were taking time off, I thought, well, boy, I was wrong, And then when they hit him, that was planned. Tell me that wasn't planned.
Wow.
30 indictments.
Yeah, totally.
30, I know. Yeah. I think it was hilarious because I think that it was, I think he thought he was off. Either he thought he was completely off, or he just thought, I have, a long time now and it's going to be a while. But I had, like you, Linda, I got a thing of my last Thursday Night Live. I'm like, my guys keep saying March, and it got to be March, 29th, 30th. I'm like, well,
I guess I was wrong. Yeah.
And then last minute, I just felt so much relief. I felt relief for the country. I felt relief for just all of it. And I just thought, okay, now they're just going to start rolling in. This is just the beginning. And I think it's going to be
yes.
Oh, yes. I felt this is just the beginning. That bada bing, bada boom. By May, he's going to be so indicted, it's not even funny. But are you guys feeling like, I guess Tucker Carlson said, don't get rid of your AKs?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling mass. I'm almost feeling that they would be too afraid to start trouble because they know the government's watching them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't sense big groups. I do, however, think be careful when you're out and about that you don't push people's buttons. Like, I'm not going to wear this shirt when I go to the grocery store right now.
Right. Don't wear your shirt. Yeah.
People are heightened right now with their their fear, their fears, and their in that narrative that they keep playing in their heads and they believe. And so you're dealing with people in fear, and that's never a good sign. So just keep yourself. I don't see any big things, but I wouldn't put it past someone being pushed over the edge. And
somebody that really, some sort of cray, I'm going to take these SOBs out. I
Right.
do feel people even in New York, see, you don't mess with New York, so I don't know what they'd be thinking, but I do feel people in New York having to be careful.
Yeah.
And the grand jury did all these indictments, even though they know, God forbid, these people find out who they are.
who they are. Yeah. And so Trump can still run for president, even if he's convicted of a felon, but he can't vote. So
Yeah.
Right.
And so that makes sense. But
I did feel like there might be some little skirmishes here and there.
yeah,
More like,
but not big.
yeah, but
big.
not nothing like January 6th or anything like that. I think they had like 10 people again out at Mar-a-Lago last night. I mean, I really also think that people don't realize how much his base has shrunk.
Mhm.
I think because they're loud and obnoxious and they're
Right.
they're on TV all the time and they're saying there, but it really has shrunk. I mean, when they showed that aerial of that Waco, it was just around that, and that's in
and
the
half
part
the
of
people
Texas,
Yeah.
half the people were leaving within 30 minutes.
Yeah. So I think they make a lot of noise, but they're really, compared to the rest of us, we really are the majority, and they've really shrunk down to a very small group, but they're still dangerous.
They can be.
They're not right in the head.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene announced she'll be down in New York, and she hopes everyone will join her.
Right. Oh boy.
But do you think, you guys, that they'll give a gag order to Trump about threatening judges and all that?
So it's funny, Linda, because when I was looking at that on my Thursday Night Live, I heard clear as a bell gag order. So I think he may push them to have to do a gag order, but that's what I heard. So I think it's up to him. If he can keep his mouth shut, they won't put a gag order on him. But they won't be afraid to do it though, if he keeps on.
They're not playing games.
No, they're not.
And I do, because he's going to continue to want to incite things and continue this crazy narrative that he's got going. And I do feel like they're going to slap some penalties on if he doesn't. So yes, gag order is what I'm seeing for sure.
I almost felt like I got the sense that the judge is telling him, I know what you've been saying about me and the DA Bragg. Let me tell you something right now. And he may even say one more time or something like that.
Yeah.
You start trying to hurt people like this, we will not only gag you, we'll put you in jail. He'll stop.
I think he's going to be threatened with that. I think so too, Linda. And I also got a while ago, when people were nervous about, is there going to be protests and so forth, and they said, my guide said pathetic. It would be pathetic, as far as the big they use that word. I don't even use that word. I have to keep going in and saying, what word did you say?
We'll be sad.
And so and it has been pathetic, the whole show up. And so
that guy, I don't remember his name, but he went down to interview anybody who showed up for Trump in New York. Did you see that? It was one guy.
All these cameras, and there's one guy standing there.
Are you kidding? So much press will be out there hoping to get a glimpse of him going in. They're actually going to protect him. The Secret Service, I feel, will make sure nobody can see.
Yeah.
Now the judge can say he will allow it to be televised. What are you feeling?
Oh,
the judge can say, yeah, this hearing will be televised.
Oh, it will be televised. Oh no!
Oh no, no, because he
okay.
can't
I thought you
deny
said
that.
that. I'm like, is it? Oh my goodness, I can't imagine.
I'm almost feeling they don't because he is a former president. What are you feeling?
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm seeing pictures like those drawings.
That's what I was just looking at.
Yeah.
I was looking at a
So
bunch
I
of
think
drawings.
they may have press there, but I don't think they'll let cameras in.
I don't think
Okay.
so
At least
either.
that's what I'm getting right now because I'm seeing
Oh,
those
yeah,
drawings that they do.
Because Trump's going to be pathetic, and I see news media coming out and saying, "Oh my God, you won't believe what he said." That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That's so funny, Kim. I literally was watching them drawing pictures when you said that.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll know what's going on, but I think that it will. I think this is gonna be really bad for him. This is and the thing about it too that he needs to get through his head is that he's not in charge of this. The judge is in charge of this, and he's not in charge anymore. And he has such a big mouth. I just think they're gonna have to keep saying you need to get control of your client because it's not, they're not going to put up with it, especially New York.
Yeah. But I
They don't have any
really
patience for
think
them.
he's going to be more disappointed that the crowds didn't come out like crazy. I think that's the thing that's going to hit him the hardest.
I think you're right, Linda. I think you're right because I think he thinks that with all that he's been blustering and this is happening and the last few weeks, I think he expects the crowds just to go wild and come out in his defense and they'll save him somehow, and they're just not there. It's not there anymore.
And then Don Jr. with this is the most communist thing that's ever happened. The most I thought, dude, your dad laid in bed with Kim Jong-un. He loves Putin. He said that the virus was a democratic hoax. Your father is the worst ever. One of the worst presidents.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to be
worst
around him right now. The sense I'm getting, and what are you guys getting? The sense I'm getting is he's literally tantruming and angry. Like his anger goes towards other people. So the blame, and anger. I wouldn't want to be around him right now.
This is Trump you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, seething. He gets very angry when he's afraid.
Talk about ketchup on the wall. I mean,
oh my God, the ketchup is flying. I saw there was a big Hunt's ketchup truck pulling up at Mar-a-Lago.
Now, what do you guys make of that weird video that Lindsey Graham did where he was almost crying?
Oh,
I didn't really watch it. I saw
missed that,
he
Kim.
was getting emotional.
He was so emotional, and he was like, go to Trump.com and give him your money, and this is a bunch of bullshit and blah, blah, blah. I mean, he just went on Fox. He said the BS word, yeah. And he had tears in his eyes, and I thought, does Trump have stuff on these people that, because I just feel like Trump is probably like, if I'm going down, everybody's going down, because that's the kind of person he is, right?
I'd be terrified.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah,
to be connected.
So I'm sure anything he does know, he's just gonna. If he's gonna go down, I'm telling you, the Republican Party's going down with him. He's not going down alone.
All go exactly.
Right?
I just said that on Hogarth's show. He was on my show, and I said, if he goes down, the rest of you all are going down with him.
That's exactly right.
Because
That's exactly right.
He can't handle that, and he'll be blaming and name planting on everybody.
Yeah, because he's so small. That's how he is. He's just that bitter and vindictive. That's how he is. You don't save me, then we're all going down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also saw before this happened that it was in this line, and then after this, it's just this is the rest of his life is in court.
Oh my God, Deb, exactly. It's like boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Kind of like what we had all been predicting a long time ago, but it never happened. But we just saw when it starts happening, it's boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
We kept seeing it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Marby. Thank you, Shishi. Very kind. Yeah. So, but who do you think's gonna throw in the next indictment? Who's next? Who do you think?
I think Fannie's next.
I do too. I think it's funny, Willis.
Fanny's kind of hustling because they're trying to stop her, so. But you realize when Fanny goes, it's not just Trump. It's a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah.
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 Including some of those people that voted to get that law in place. It's going to be some of them.
Yeah.
That's why they're so afraid. And yeah. And she wanted us to, she said to send out prayers to Little Rock and other parts of Arkansas hit by the tornadoes today.
Oh,
yes.
it hit
Yeah.
the big hospital there, the university hospital. 600 people have been injured.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So it got hit hard. There's a lot of damage.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Mel wrote me, by the way, there's a tornado warnings on and off in Chicago, and he said it's hailing like crazy, which usually it does right before a tornado hits.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, this is the way of the world right now.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't see that. I keep missing. Catherine, thank you. Blessings to you.
Kim,
Yeah.
are you
For Little Rock. Okay.
are you dealing with water issues because of that breakthrough? That there was over out. I'm not going to say the name of the city, but there was some sort of thing that happened that hurt the water, and so everybody's having to get different water.
Oh.
Over by where Angel Heart is.
Oh. I didn't know about that.
Okay, if you don't know,
it's in Philadelphia, right? Near Philadelphia?
No, this is out in California.
Oh, in California.
We've had a lot of mudslides. And
the mudslide
bridges.
stuff, yeah, and all the not cisterns, but people who dig in the ground for water. I have a hard time with words tonight. But anyways, yeah. Wells. The wells are being destroyed.
Yeah.
Because
but we're out of drought.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're on the other side of it.
Yeah. They want to know about
Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell.
I can't see people's comments. So
right. That's right.
You got to be talking to me.
I have to do that anyways because we have a lot of people who just listen and can't see as well. So Annie Bear, hi Annie Bear, is asking, can you read on Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell, please? What's up with their energies right now in regards to everything going down? Well,
and, wasn't it Marjorie Taylor Greene said that we're done with the Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham party and we're going to go on our own? Okay, so yeah.
Wow.
So I'm reading on Lindsey Graham right now.
Thank you, Sissy, for the indictment watch party. All right, let's see.
Ooh, he's really worried.
Oh, look at that.
Why is he so worried? I think he's hearing something Trump will say about him.
Yep, I think that's right, Linda. That's what I was feeling.
I'm very surprised.
Oh my God. Linda,
what?
I have the tower.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Do I have my cards here?
I know. Get your cards.
Pick a card.
Lindsey's getting an indictment too. I think he's going to get one from Fanny.
I think you're right, Linda. I think he might be good. Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Another thing, I feel like the train is going. And
I got this.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God.
She doesn't know what it means, but she got it.
Same thing. I assume it's bad.
Ten of Swords means things out of your control. The Nine of Swords mean things that you caused on yourself. The Ten of Swords is you getting hit by things.
Okay, so maybe he is going to get hit with something.
Mm-hmm. Another thing coming down the pike too, and I just feel it, and I feel the train, and I talked about it earlier with my members, is Jack Smith and the people in the House and the Senate. I feel like he's going after the people in the like Gates and all those people.
I love it,
that's
friend.
Coming in. I feel like they're all kind of in place. And with this one, when I was asked on Wednesday, is the grand jury going to indict? And I said, and when I checked in the energy, literally I saw them. I'm like, they already have signed everything. He's already in their mind indicted. There's been a stop sign put. They're waiting. It's a time thing. So someone, as soon as that stop sign goes down, we're going to hear about it. So I feel like it's already a done deal. And then the next day. So
isn't that something?
And I feel very similar energy with Jack Smith and all the people.
Now I had a weird flash. I had a flash of I saw Jack Smith whispering in Fanny's ear. I didn't see him whispering in Bragg's ear. I saw him whispering. I wonder what that's about.
Oh, because I feel like they're trying to navigate the next move.
She's a little closer to what he's doing.
Coordinating, yeah.
And I don't think that this is all unprecedented. You know, it's brand new doing this with the president. And so, yeah, I feel like that's why they're kind of maneuvering.
I got a little mad at Rachel Maddow last night because she was like, this is boring. There's a lot of people who, somebody ran for president from jail. And I just want to give you guys a head up. This is really boring. And she kept going on. And I was like, I wrote her on Twitter when she said she would be on yesterday. I said, you know, I love you, but don't take the air out of our balloons while we're celebrating that finally something has happened.
Right.
Yeah, of course, that thing could last 3-4 years. The one that really going to hit them hard are between Jack Smith and Fanny.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's one we're going to be watching. The Matt Gaetz, MTG, all those people that we've been like, how are they still there? Being called out.
So with I just was going to say with Lindsey Graham, I thought I'm getting a huge rush of anxiety and regret. So there's something, I don't know what he's regretting or why he has such anxiety, but there's something there. Mitch McConnell, I feel like he's kind of biding his time. He doesn't feel well, but I also feel like he's meeting with people, like he's having meetings with other Republicans, trying to, I don't know if he's like reforming or trying to refigure what out. So, yeah.
Out of the picture. Yeah.
Yeah. So I see him kind of doing lots of meetings with people, but he doesn't feel good to me. He feels like he feels kind of rotten and he's just trying to get through it, trying to get through the rest of the term or whatever. He just feels like he's kind of plodding along.
I do feel a sense of hopelessness with him. That's interesting. I've not felt this with him, with Mitch.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
When you've been, it was just like that last blow that just kind of, but a sense of hopelessness. I've not felt that with him before. Look who got a tower again. I mean, he got a tower too. So
what in the world?
And I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't mean to change the subject, but I got to hit you while the hitting's good. Yesterday, I had a total flash. I don't know who I was talking to, but I said, oh my God, I've been saying that Thomas was going to step down from the Supreme Court.
Okay.
And I couldn't tell if he was sick, but I often felt recently he was going to leave because of his wife. And now that 600,000, I know I was talking to someone who has a little bit of the inside view of politics. And when I told her, oh, he's leaving and it's because of his wife, she said, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. But yeah, there's some stuff coming up right now.
Oh.
That is, you know what, Linda, I said the same thing, but I always thought she might get, at the time, I think I said, I thought she would, be institutionalized or something, because it almost felt like he had to take care of her. Yeah. So that's funny. It's not funny, but that is interesting.
But it was such a hit. It's just like people ask me, I don't follow celebrity trials, but somebody said, Gwyneth Paltrow, will she win? And I just said, yeah, there's certain hits I get where you're right. And of course she won. But that hit I got on Judge Thomas was really strong yesterday. So we got all kinds of good news coming up.
Lots of stuff coming through.
Well, I was going to say, because the Rachel Maddow thing, that the next show on Lawrence O'Donnell, I think he heard her say that, because he said, to be honest, he was talking to Mary Trump, and he said, to be honest, I am glad they're starting with this case, because this is the case that started it all. This was the first thing he did before he got into president, and he may not have been president had it not been for what he did. So I am glad they're starting with this case. This is starting at square one, and then they can go through all the rest of his crimes.
That's
don't forget, Barr stopped them when they were doing this. Barr went in and shut them down.
That's exactly what he said. So he said, I'm glad they're starting with this one. And Mary Trump said the same thing too. She said, I'm glad you said that, Lawrence, because I am too. So they're not letting him, even if it's, a smaller case, they're not letting him get away with it. And so I think he was annoyed with Rachel too.
Well, and I think she was getting a lot of feedback on that. I'm telling you, a lot of people followed me on the Twitter thing, and they said, "Yeah, why don't be raining on our parade?"
Right,
that's right. We waited a long time for this. We're going to pop the champagne for a while.
It's like Sylvia and Nanny, the mom, who's such she's so awful. Mr. Sheffield won 5 Tony nominations, and she walks in the door and everybody's yelling. She goes, "What's going on?" "Mom, Mr. Sheffield won 5 Tony nominations." And she said, "Oh." They said, "What's wrong?" "What if he loses all 5? And she said, the nanny said, "You see why I have to have help, psychological help?"
Yes, don't rain on our parade, Nanny.
So Sissy is asking, will MTG be arrested or get into trouble
I see
in
her
New York?
going down. Yep.
Okay.
Me too.
You too. And can I ask you guys something real quick? What's with that whole Ron DeSantis thing? You know he can't stand Trump. Why was he announcing you can't come to Florida and take him? You know he wants them. He would love for them to go in and drag him out. But he did that for him. He didn't do that for Trump.
No, that's right.
What is that?
And I think it was just to shore up that base, look like he's helping, but I think Trump doesn't want to be saved by him either. So
yes.
Trump will go give himself up. But I think you're right, Linda. I think it was just to play to the crowd, like he's one of them and he's going to help and come to his aid. But I think Trump's just going to give himself up and.
And they're all hope him especially that Trump goes down. There's a lot of Republicans that Trump goes down. And then of course he wants to make good with his people, because then maybe they'll vote for him.
That's right. It's all, they're all so self-serving, they're all about themselves. So whatever helps them,
But Hogarth told me today, he said, and I agree with him. There's just something about Ron DeSantis that makes me feel uncomfortable. Trump is creepy.
Yeah.
But this guy's creepier.
Yeah. Well, he's dangerous. He's more dangerous because I think he's wilier. He has a better understanding of process and things that Trump just didn't have. I think he's just more dangerous because he understands things better.
That's a good word right there. More dangerous. Yeah. But I think, talk about creepy. I was asked to read on Mike Pence the other day, and when I step into his energy, I don't know about you guys, but it's dark.
Yeah.
He makes me uncomfortable. Out of all of them, he makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. And the other one that makes me uncomfortable, in fact, I won't read on him, but I kind of stay back when I read on him is Pompeo. I don't like Pompeo.
Yeah.
Creeps, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's he just seems like, I always get flashes of Khashoggi with him. So I know that there was something with that. He covered it up. He was okay with it. There was something with that. And he just seems like the kind of a mean guy,
Yeah.
unfeeling.
Oh,
Yeah, Pence is a fake. Exactly. He's just
So-
Yes.
yeah.
But there's still, the way he used to sit there and look at Trump and stare at him and stuff, it was weird.
and drink his water when he drank his water.
And
He was
you
just- yeah.
hear that song, These Eyes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like he was in love. That's almost what I think Lindsey Graham is. He in love?
Yeah, it's very weird. It's
Yeah.
very weird. This whole it's like a cult. It's just
Yeah.
that's the only thing that it can be called is just this weird cult.
If you
But it's
guys
all
have
coming
a
to-
chance, watch my show with Hogarth on my
Oh,
live
yeah.
show.
So that was on earlier today, right?
That was on. He talks about Trump's sign, verdict sign, and he actually has a planet that's in charge of people who do cults.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Wow, that's him for sure.
He
Is
definitely
it
has all
on your channel, Linda, or his?
He was on my live, so go
Okay.
to my live and you'll see.
All right, I will because I haven't seen him, so I'll check him out.
So tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Tuesday, when MTG shows up because inquiring minds want to know here in the family want to know, is she going to cause any ruckus, or what's going to happen to her on Tuesday? Because I just see her using it as her platform to.
I see her using. I do see some people, more people than one or two coming out.
Yeah.
But she's talking in a bullhorn. She's talking to people, but she's not creating a riot.
Yeah, that's
She
what I
knows
feel.
better.
I feel like she's just using it for a platform, and
Yeah, and money. I'm seeing lots of money around them. They're just using it to raise money.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
the
also,
same thing. Just her standing.
VP. She wants to be his VP.
Yeah, she
yes,
is.
and she's
But-
making a play.
Yeah, and you remember he said he would never get her because she doesn't have the look. He's more into the blurred face lady,
Right.
Carrie Lake.
Yeah, Carrie Lake. Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. It's just a lot of air, a lot of air.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about Jim Jordan asking Bragg, and they want all the information, and they want this, and Bragg keeps saying, "You guys can't interfere."
Well,
That's
with
weird.
me." Is that Trump talking to them? What are you doing? Get something done.
That makes sense. Jim Jordan. What's going on with you?
I'm seeing Kevin McCarthy, so I feel like maybe Kevin McCarthy is because he's, he owes everybody, Kevin McCarthy. So, and one person can throw him out. I feel like he's putting. It's weird though, because I feel like they know it's not going anywhere. That's not. It's just for show. It's all for show. They know it's not going to do anything.
Huge disappointment. They're not going to be able to touch nothing.
No, it's just a show.
It's to show Trump they're trying to do something.
Yeah.
I feel like he's part of that group going down, right? He's obligated. He's obligated. As part of the whole delusional thing going on.
Yeah, you got that Three of
I got
Swords
the same
too. That's so weird. You guys keep pulling the same cards.
Yeah,
Amazing. You guys,
Yeah.
we're on track. We're
on track, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but judgment is coming no matter what.
I had heard obstruction, so they might even be obstructing, or they might even be told they can't do what they're doing because it's obstruction or something like that. So I'm hearing obstruction. So, yeah, something.
Obstruction. Oh, obstruction.
Yeah. I don't know.
Would you guys would know better than me in this, or remember better? Would this be attached to Russia? Jim
No.
Jordan? No, he wasn't part of that.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I thought you talked
Jim
about
Jordan.
Bragg. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jim Jordan. So that was the bottom of that. The
Yeah.
Russia card came in on that. So he's obligated because his connections with the whole Russia thing.
Exactly.
So okay, I thought so. Whew. Lots going down. I knew it was going to be an exciting week.
This is so exciting.
Will the GOP, Sissy, thank you again. Will the GOP fascists go after Joe or the Biden family for revenge because of Trump? Will the GOP fascists?
Well, yeah, they're trying to, but it's a nothing burger.
Oh,
Just like all that stuff. Some guy on Twitter sent me pictures, nude pictures of Biden and his son, and they're all fake, you know. It's like, why do you guys go immediately into sex when this has nothing to, this has to do with the country, the Constitution, and the law.
Exactly.
it's like the laptop. I mean,
I did ask him if he had anything on Gerard Butler, but he didn't reply.
no pit.
Well, the thing is too is that we're not afraid of people being held to account. If Hunter Biden did something illegal, that's fine. He
Oh
can
yeah.
face charge. We're not afraid of that. They are the ones that are
They're the
nobody
ones
can
carrying
be
on.
charged for anything because they know, you know. So let them look. If there's something there, there's something there. But there's not. You know, they've looked for years now.
You guys, I just saw Trump's eyes going like this, like back and forth. He's trying to think of ways to duck and cover. This isn't about this case. The other cases coming up,
The other one's
just,
coming.
they're just going to pound him into the ground. And he just will, for the first time in his life, feel remorse. He's going to know what it's like, and there's no getting out of it. He'll try to make as much money off of it as he can.
Right. Right.
He will run until the cows come home, until they tell him you can't run.
Be any surprises?
Oh, yeah. I don't see him on the ticket though. Do you guys?
I never have. I've never seen him.
And I'll tell you right now that the Satan will not win. I hope he runs because he will not win.
Yeah, he won't. No. I mean, he's kicking his own ass by taking books and, you know, doing all those things he's doing.
And this woke
Taking too far.
they're taking that woke
The woke.
thing to make it boring, and you can't say this and you can't do that, and he hit Disney.
Yeah, he's really, yeah. So Giselle's asking, will there be any surprises with specific charges possibly coming in? I don't know about this case, but I do feel we're going to be learning some from the other case.
This one, there's a couple. I see.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I see. So like, whoa, okay, we didn't know that. Okay, that's
I just heard conspiracy, so there might be a conspiracy charge.
Oh,
Um,
because I do see some with the other ones. Surprises that will be surprising.
It's
Okay.
going to be so much. It's like everybody's imploding. We're all going to be so happy. Listen, our YouTubes are going to be busy because we should all be at a moment's notice to go on to talk to everybody about what's going on. Because this gang of people, these friends we have right now, they all love when this stuff starts happening. They love to chit chat about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, and this is just we've just been waiting so long.
And it kind of gives us like, thank you, because we've been predicting this, and it just, everybody's like, when I started hearing, yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath and that, you know, and I understand that because, you know, but the problem with the other side or with when you pick up things, you can't always get verbatim the time. You just can't do it. I was very surprised. I heard he'll be indicted next week. And I said it out loud with Mel. And I just said, I'm just going to say it. There's an indictment coming next week.
Yeah.
And you kind of hear that. Yeah, well, we're not going to hold our breath. And then they announced they were going on holiday. And I said, oh, no, I just made a fool out of myself.
They, you know, when they said they were going on holiday, I'm like, there's something sneaky about that. It didn't feel right. And so, yeah, wow. I think Kim and I kept saying impending instead of next week.
Right.
I don't know. Kim, did you come right out and say next week?
I didn't say next week, but my guys kept saying
Before
March.
the end of March.
March.
Yeah, before the end of March. And then
March.
and as it got closer, I'm like, and then when they, like you, Linda, when they said they're going on, I thought, well, maybe it'll go into April, but I heard March, clear as a bell. So I don't know.
Yeah.
30th of March. That's pretty close, my friend.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So in regards to anything new or surprising coming out, this one, I have the devil,
Oh,
the death,
wow.
and the moon.
As prophesized.
Wow.
An ending as prophesized.
You know,
Could be the end of the GOP as we know it.
Yeah.
I just got the chills on that, Linda.
What'd you feel?
Right. The ending as prophesied. Remember how we all said the woman is the one who's taking him. A woman's taking him down. Will be the ultimate one that takes him down, even though all this other stuff is happening. And also the end of what you just said. It's the ending of the whole.
Yeah.
It's the ending. But whenever I read on a woman taking him down, and there's a lot of good women out there, even Fanny, but I often felt because he was heartbroken, he would not be heartbroken over Fanny. I think Ivanka might step up and say something that's going to just pull him out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Well,
I heard
she's certainly been quiet. Yeah.
Yes. She's trying to stand down from him because she blames him for ruining her life.
Interesting.
Because they're a laughing stock. They can't go anywhere.
Very
Right.
interesting. Many women are taking him down. Yeah. And I wonder, but yeah, the prophecy of but still, this is big. That's where I'm getting the chills from. This is, and that's what we were getting. This is the beginning of the end for him.
The beginning of
what? Oh gosh. Oh, Melania. What
She'll
is
stick
that?
by him right now. I don't know why. I see her
Well,
sticking by him.
Do you? I feel.
What are you feeling?
Something's up with her.
Let me look.
She's.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I just saw her looking at the bank book, which means she's worried about, with all the stuff coming up, will she lose her money?
Interesting.
Hold on. Let me keep going.
I feel like she's gonna.
I feel like she's trying to strike a deal. Strike a deal, like, I'll stick by you if I get this much money. I mean, it does feel like us like striking a deal.
Well, look at that.
Swords are all around her. And I think she worries about her son, because this is ruining the reputation of Baron too.
Yeah.
She might even go in hiding, you guys.
Interesting.
Very interesting. You picked her.
Thank you, Janie. Janie says we need to collab every week.
Well, we may now with all this gossip.
With all that stuff going on. I feel like you guys, she's going to hang him out to dry. I feel like she's going to hang him out to dry. I feel like she's been collabing with someone else and she's hanging him.
Yeah, she may take the money and run.
Something.
Do you think at any point he'll think about leaving, about running?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I kind of got this flash. I don't know if it's true, but I felt like this feeling. I don't know if it's from the guys, that in the midst of all this turmoil, they may say, I'll tell you what, you promise you don't run for president ever again, and we'll dismiss this or that.
Oh, interesting.
So they have stuff on the.
Like, they don't want him in power ever again.
Right. Thank you, Janie.
Thank you, Janie.
But let me tell you something thank you, Jamie. I'm sorry, I can't see you, Jamie. with Jack, the charges with that causing an insurrection would make him ineligible to run for president.
Yeah.
That could be why Jack wants this done before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Jack is on it right now.
Yeah.
Right.
He's trying to get Pence to testify. Oh, Pence is such a wuss.
The indictments coming from Jack will stop him from being able to
It'll
run.
stop him.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah.
stop. I'm almost feeling like the purpose is to get him to stop.
Interesting.
But
All right.
you know that he's such a con man. He doesn't care and he doesn't love those people. He
No.
talks trash about them behind their backs.
Yeah, and they love him.
They love him. But, you know, he's got the charm. He's a cultist. He
Yeah.
has that charm to make you think, oh, yeah, we hate people of other colors. Jesus, he's even a little bit anti-Semite, and his daughter and his son-in-law are Jewish. So it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, his grandchildren.
It
are
is. It's
Jewish.
a cult of hate, is what it. You know,
It
it's just this cult of just who do we hate? You know, all the different we come together because we hate all these people.
I
They
know.
hate liberals. They hate black people. They hate women. They hate. I mean, it's
When
great.
Trump goes down, I
Thank
want you to
you.
know there's nobody replacing him. And I want you to know that there will be finally some peace, because we're also getting ready to go through some significant earth changes. We're going through some Armageddon stuff.
Mm.
Not the destruction of the world, but a lot of people are just going to struggle just to stay alive and keep their home intact. And people won't have time for all this drama. They want to know what you can do to help.
Right.
They don't want, it's all about you and you don't like so-and-so. You know, he was even asking the IRS to check Comey's, you know, taxes.
Oh yeah.
We have one, probably this will be the last question here. Abbott, Texas bill to ban China, Russia, Iraq, Iran, Asia people from owning land, homes, and business passed in the Texas House. Will this be Abbott's downfall?
Oh,
We're
yeah.
switching gears here. We're switching gears. Oh my gosh.
Asian people. What?
Did this pass?
Yeah.
I should never be shocked what comes out of Abbott, and what in the world?
Even Asian American people? Just
Yeah.
Asian
I'm
people?
surprised he didn't say Native American.
It seems like
These
it would
fascists,
seem illegal. It wouldn't seem like it would be legal.
right?
Well, they're going to fight it up to the Supreme Court, and it will.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his main goal, is getting these things to the Supreme Court. See, look at him.
Because they think the Supreme Court's in their pocket. Yeah.
Yeah. But actually, you know, they haven't been voting in Trump's favor.
No.
They won't vote yes on this. I can guarantee it. And here's Biden, too, in the middle of the mix. Like, what are you, crazy?
He's
It's
like
not
that.
going to work out. But yeah,
He's not.
kind of
Yeah.
the end for Abbott.
I feel like this is going to be I feel like it's going to be found like unconstitutional. I don't think I think they'll find it but Abbott, I mean, for entertainment purposes only, I'm just getting just so much corruption in Texas. I feel like he's corrupted the government, or he's corrupted things there. He may even be getting arrested or something, because it feels like he's done some illegal things there.
Yeah, I don't know how long till it happens, but I even see them having to. Is he in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
They have to accommodate him because he's in a wheelchair.
Interesting. Because yeah, I'm getting he's completely corrupted that Texas.
Oh my God, you guys, this is so exciting. I can't begin to tell you. Isn't that wonderful? You even said, Debbie, you said, a lot of stuff's going on. Maybe we should all gather together.
It's going to be the end of an exciting week.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sensing with Abbott, I feel like they're showing me like this underground network of these people. And it's like, okay, guys, this is a last ditch effort. We need to just go at it with all guns and get push through any of these hateful bills now. It's our last chance.
Yeah.
That's the feeling
This
I'm
is what
getting.
it is. It's the last grip of these people. They feel it slipping away, especially now.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why Lindsey Graham was almost in tears, because it's all slipping away. And they took the crazy train. They made this choice to follow this man into the, they made the choice to follow him. And if he goes down, they all go, they all go with him. So
And
They're
the
all
other thing
gone.
that's coming up, but it's a little quieter, is that all those Republicans that took all that PPE money, they're going to have to pay it back.
Oh, interesting. Maybe that's what
They-
I was seeing with Abbott. I wonder if that interesting.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we got a lot to watch coming up.
We do. Keep
I think
keep
they
the
all
watch
just felt
going.
we were untouchable. They all just felt like they would get away with everything. And
But
it's
look what's
all coming
already
home.
happening. When he announced he was going to get arrested Tuesday, I'm not seeing mass crowds marching. Like you said, they'll
No.
probably have little cells of people hurting people just because they can, but I don't
Right.
see mass destruction.
I don't see
Yeah.
it either. There might be little fights here and there, little things at different in different places, but it's nothing like January 6th or
No.
anything like that. Yeah.
And part of it is because the way we came down on the January 6th insurrectionists.
Right.
It's
Right.
making people afraid. No, there's too many cameras. They'll know who we are.
Yeah.
If they do something bad, it'll be behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And also New York, the NYPD is not, the Capitol Police, they're a completely different entity. And Trump he was in charge. He was the one not sending anybody. He was, he let them just flounder there.
Yes.
And
Oh yeah, they
didn't give them any help. And that's not going to happen this time because Biden's in charge and New York's in charge and he is not in charge.
And I heard NYPD's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. And you got DEA, everybody's down there. Everybody.
Exactly. Yeah. They're prepared.
Yeah.
For those 10 people, they'll show up probably.
Well, all I can say is it's okay to feel good about this, you guys. And
Yes.
whatever other pushback, there's been the energy has been off. The injustice has pushed us off balance, and it always feels good when we're aligning back into balance.
Right.
in
And it
this
gives us
energy.
faith. It
Yeah.
gives us faith
Mhm.
that,
Mhm.
my gosh, things are really he
Yeah.
will finally have to pay the piper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so don't feel bad about feeling good about this.
I just saw Stormy Daniels on the stand and they're saying, is this the mushroom you're talking about?
Oh, let's hope that happens.
That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Um,
And while we kind of say goodbye tonight, everybody, the family, thank you for hanging out with us. Blessings, and we're hugging you all. But let's all kind of continue to be praying for. There's been tornado touchdowns in several spots, so for our family here that live in those areas, please let us know that you're okay, and we will continue to pray for this horrible weather patch going through. I think it's Tennessee and Texas and Arkansas, or we're all up and down.
Arkansas got hit hard.
Mississippi. Mhm.
Okay.
600 injuries, but I'm going to turn on the news after we get done. I
Yeah.
got to feed my son too.
Yeah. So blessings to you all, and thank you for sharing this night of news that we've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
So
Thank you,
blessings to
everybody.
you all.
Love
And
you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.